Okay, today we'll try to see about the quadratic sequences. Okay, in our previous videos, okay, we have seen linear sequences. Okay, what does mean linear sequence? Again, what does mean sequence itself? And we have seen the general form of linear sequences. Okay, that is Tn is equal to an plus b is the general form for the linear sequences. In case of linear sequence, the difference between each consecutive term is constant, or the first difference is constant in linear sequences. Okay, and linear sequence will have the form of the same form with uh, linear functions, that is f of x is equal to ax plus b, where a comma b is an element of real number and a is different from 0. This is linear function, and this one is linear sequence. In this case, again, a has to be different from 0, and a and b are elements of real number. And again, in quadratic sequence, okay, quadratic sequence is a type of sequence in which the second difference is constant. That means in linear sequence, the first difference is constant, and in quadratic sequence, the second difference is constant. Again, quadratic sequence and quadratic function will have the same general forms. That means quadratic equation will have the form this one: f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a comma b comma c is elements of real number and a different from 0 is quadratic function. And in case of quadratic sequence, that is Tn, or the nth terms of the quadratic sequence is Tn is equal to a n square plus bn plus c, where a is different from 0. Every quadratic sequence will have the form this one: a n square plus bn plus c. In this case, the second difference is constant in quadratic sequences. So how can we find a, b, and c? Okay, let's show how to find the values of a, b, and c. Okay. Okay, now we have said, okay, Tn in quadratic sequence is equal to an square plus bn plus c, where a is different from 0. This is the general form for quadratic sequences. So how can we find the values of a, b, and c? Now let's find T1. T1 means the first terms of the quadratic sequence. T1 means a 1 square means 1 plus b times 1 is b plus c times c itself. T1 means the first term, that is a times 1 square is 1, b times 1 is b itself. T2 means the second term. That means the second term is a into 2 square means 4a plus 2 times b is 2b plus c. T3 means the third term. The third term means a times 3 square is 9a plus 3b plus c. And then T4 means the fourth term of the given quadratic sequence, that is replacing 4. That is 4 square is 16, that is 16a plus 4b plus c. T5 is equal to just 5 square is 25a plus 5b plus c. Just continue like this one, and Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c, where a is different from 0. So how can we find the values of a now? So what's the difference? Just let's find the difference between each consecutive terms. This one, that is T2 minus T1. For a minus a is 3a. 2b minus b is b, c minus c is 0. So t2 minus t1, that's the second term minus the first term, is 3a plus b. How about t3 minus t2, that is the third term minus the second term? This one is 9a minus 4a is 5a plus 3b minus 2b is b, c minus c is 0. And the next one is t4 minus t3, that is 16a minus 9a is, that is 7a, right? 7a. For b minus 3b is b, and the next one is 5 term minus the fourth term, that is 25a minus 16a is, that is 9a, right? 9a plus 5b minus 4b is b. Just continue like so. The z katala. This one is not, this sequence is not linear sequence, because linear sequence ቢሆን ኖሮ መጀመሪያ ላይ common difference እናገኝ ነበር. So 3a plus b, 5a plus b, 7a plus b, 9a plus b, they are not equal. Let's find this one is the first difference. Let's go to the next or the second difference, that is 5a minus 3a is 2a, b minus b is 0. Again, 7a minus 5a is 2a, and 9a minus 7a is 2. So for finding the constant difference ያገኘነው ስንተኛው ላይ ነው? Second difference ላይ ነው ማለት ነው. That is from this one, okay? So the general formula of quadratic sequence is Tn, which is equal to n square plus bn plus c. In this case, look, 2a is equal to the second difference. Okay, the next one is 3a plus b. 3a plus b is equal to the first difference, and a plus b plus c, which is equal to the first term. This one is the basic formula that we use for finding the coefficient of n, that is a, b, c ለማግኘት 2a is equal to second difference, 3a plus b is equal to first difference, a plus b plus c is equal to first term. By using this, okay, one, we can get the general formulas of the quadratic sequence. So based on this one, let's do it an exercise, okay? So let's take this formula. That is 2a is equal to second difference, 1. 3a plus b is equal to first difference, and a plus b plus c, which is equal to first term. Okay. Now, let the terms of the sequence might be this one, okay? Let's say a 4, 7, 12, 19, 28, like this one. So what's the nth terms of these sequences? So the first step is we have to find the common difference, right? So 7 minus 4 is 3. 12 minus 7 is, that is 5, right? 5. 19 minus 12 is 7. 28 minus 19 is 9. So this sequence is not linear sequence because we haven't get the constant common difference. Okay, if it is linear sequence, the difference between each consecutive term must be constant. Okay, so let's continue again. From this one the first difference. Okay, 5 minus 3, which is 2, 7 minus 5, which is 2, and 9 minus 7, which is 2. This sequence is linear sequence because we can get the constant difference on second. Okay, the constant difference we can get second on the second differences. Okay, so the second difference is constant. So for that reason, this sequence is quadratic sequence. So by using these formulas, okay, 2a is equal to second difference. This implies 2a is equal to this one is the second difference because this one is first difference, and this one is the second difference. Okay, difference. Now 2a is equal to 2. This implies a is equal to 1, and 3a plus b is first. We can use ችን ፓርት ነው የምንጠቀመው። ኦኬ እዚህኛው ፓርት ነው የምንጠቀመው። 3a plus b is equal to first difference. This implies 3a plus b is equal to first difference is 3. This one, okay, is 3. This implies 3a and again 3 into 1 plus b is equal to 3. So b is equal to 3 minus 3, it is equal to 0. The last one is a plus b plus c is equal to first term. That is, implies a is 1 plus b is 0 plus c is equal to the first term is 4. This implies c is equal to 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. That is, the general form of this quadratic equation is Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c. This is equal to a is 1, okay, 1 times n square is n square, plus bn, b is 0, 0 times n is 0 itself, plus c is 3. So the general formula for this quadratic sequence is Tn is equal to n square plus 3 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Let's check it by taking, for example, T1 means the first term, 1 square plus 3, which is 4. T2, 2 square plus 3, which is 7. T3 means 3 square is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So the nth term of this quadratic sequence is n square plus 3 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So let me add one example again based on this one. Okay, B, that is 1, 7, 17, 31 up to then 49, then like this one. So what's the nth term of these sequences? Okay, so the first step is we have to identify what kind of sequence is it. Okay, if the second difference is constant, this is quadratic sequence. If the first difference is constant, it's linear sequence. And if the third difference is constant, it is cubic sequence. Okay, let's check that one. So 7 minus 1 is 6. 17 minus 7 is 10. 31 minus 17 is, that is 31 minus 17. So 11 minus 7 is 4, then 1. That is 14. Again, 49 minus 31 is, that is 18, okay? That is 9 minus 1 is 8, 4 minus 3 is 1, 18. So 6, 10, 14, 18. It's not constant, or it's not the same. So it's not linear sequence. Let's pass to the next step. So 10 minus 6 is 4, and 14 minus 10 is 4 again. 18 minus 14 is 4. That means the second difference is constant. It means the sequence is quadratic sequence, and it have the general formulas an square plus bn plus c. So in that case, how can we find the values of a, b, and c? So the formula that we apply is 2a is equal to second difference. 2a is equal to second difference. That second, this one is first difference, and this one is second difference. Okay, this one is second difference. So 2a is equal to second difference, which is 4. This implies this both sides divided by 2, a is equal to 2. The next one is 3a plus b. 3a plus b is equal to the first difference. Okay, first difference. This implies 3a plus b is equal to the first difference is 6, right? This implies a is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus b, which is equal to 6. This implies b is equal to 0. And the third one is a plus b plus c, which is equal to the first term. This implies a is, the value of a is 2, and the value of b is 0, plus c is equal to the first term is 1. This implies c is equal to 1 minus 2, which is equal to minus 1. So the general formula for this quadratic sequence is n is equal to an square plus bn plus c. So the value of a is, that is 2 n square, plus b is 0, 0 times n is 0 itself, c is minus 1, so 2n square minus 1 is the general or the nth terms of this quadratic sequence. Let's check it. T1, it means the first term. T1 means 2 times 1 square is 1 itself, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1. T2 means 2 square, which is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7. And T3, 3 square is 9, 9 times 2 is 18, 18 minus 1 is 17. And T4, that is 4 square is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, 32 minus 1 is 31. So the nth term of this quadratic sequence is Tn, which is equal to 2n square minus 1 the whole normal.